Hey dude, Stevie Wonder, it is a TVP game of yours that you have indeed sent. So this opening is supply, same dude makes a Rax, and then same dude makes another Rax after you make your gas and get your orbital. So supply, Rax, gas, orbital. And that's basically what you're doing. Good general theme. I dislike that this was idle for a second, but I'll forgive it. So then you're transitioning from the early wall to protect against a quick Zealot push into a double supply bunker wall in order to survive any sort of 6-minute pushes. And the bunker is done by 6 minutes, which is the important thing, so that's great. You realize that this isn't a full wall in by sending that SCV up there, and then you make a supply depot. That's cool. It's important to rally these guys up here, because if he hits when your bunker is empty, then what was the point in having the bunker on time? He's going for a super fast Templar archive, so if that had been a DT archive, it'd be done right now, and he'd be warping in DTs and he'd be dead, so that's always scary. What you need to do to worry about this quick Templar quick DT thing is get an idea of the units he's produced. If you see this teeny tiny, look at how small his army is. At 8 minutes, you should have a I'm not saying this the way I want to be saying it, okay? You want to always be producing Marines off of this reactor core. You never ever want to miss a single queue on this reactor core. Always be ahead on supply depots and always be producing Marines here. You can miss a couple of productions here in order to get your factory up and your starport up, but never skimp out on this. And if you do keep up production on these guys while slowly working towards these buildings, you should be able to make a Hellion when your factory first finishes, and notice, just get an idea of what units he has, and if you see that his army size is this freaking small, you should have just been able to end the game. I mean, bam. Anyway, it's okay, no big deal. So at 8 minutes you want to have 2k, and you have stim almost finished, which is 200, so 300 and 2k, so that's great. 9 minutes is 3, is it 3k or 2.75? Yeah, 2.75. And then 10 minutes you want to have 3.5k, and you have 25 plus 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So you have 3k at 10 minutes, which is great. That's good. You've got a good army size coming on. I would be worried about DTs. You always either got to get a Raven first or an engineering bay. I like to just build the engineering bay but not any turrets, and that way if he comes with DTs you can just throw down a bunch of panic turrets and survive. But you never want to be caught with no engineering bay and no Raven when DTs show up, especially if he warps them in by making a pylon here and warps them over here. It's just terrible. You can just up and lose right away when that happens. Your army size is significantly larger than his. Because he spent so much money on tech, he's going for a Templar with both upgrades. Oh, I guess they took out Amulet. So, and Charge Lot. So Zealot Templar with Charge is an awesome PVT build. So I would not be surprised if you just get surrounded by Charge Lots here and lose. But remember, the counter to it is when you push to bring SCVs with you, and I don't know why your army is out there without any SCVs. That's wrong. You never want to fight without SCVs in TVP. So the cool thing about SCVs versus charge lots is that if your SCVs are in front and you're A moving, then the Zealots will charge into your SCVs, and then as soon as they do that, you control click your SCVs and hit H for hold position, and now the Zealots will lose. The SCVs will drop off of their list of valid things to attack. So the Zealots will be like, they already used their charge and now they can't reach anything to hit. So that's a cool way to handle Zealots. You just kind of create chokes with SCVs on hold position, and the Zealot, it's like, because Zealots won't attack a hold positioned SCV, you can create little choke points with your SCVs and then just hide behind them with your M&M and crush face. The surprise I have Psystorm was really cool of him. I might have lost to that too. You don't expect Psystorm this early. You definitely got to repair your front anytime you're getting pwned, but these guys are a little late. And when you got destroyed in this battle, I mean, the game was probably over no matter what you do, but your first reaction after getting destroyed should be to get some SCVs on your front, and you should always have some SCVs hotkeyed so that you can do that on the minimap. Like you're looking right here and you're fighting the battle, and you're like, oh no, I'm gonna lose the battle. So you hit the button to grab your SCVs and right-click here on the minimap while still watching the battle. So look, you've spent a ton more money than him on army, and yet you're losing this because you didn't bring SCVs with you, and charge lots just counter M&M and tank so hard if you don't have SCVs. It's like a bam, you know, bam is how hard it counters that. So it is not surprising to me that you will lose to this. The counter to charge lots is SCVs on hold position to create chokes, and melee guys can't get through chokes very well, and then, see, like, look what's happening right now. He has all these charge lots, and only 2 of them were able to hit your Marines because they were trying to get past these SCVs. But then your SCVs kind of moved out of the way and you're no longer blocking, so that didn't work. But you get my general theme, right? So you did a good job on the build. You built the right things and you built the right amount of them, and you just lost to not bringing SCVs when you attack. That's the only reason you lost, I would say. Psystorm charge lots, yeah. Hard thing to deal with because we're trying to clump up our units as tightly packed as we can, not expecting any AoE to be out that early. And when you're all tightly packed and he AoEs you, it's like split and you're dead. So well played. I would discount this loss altogether and say, hey, that's a weird build. I'm probably never going to see that again. I'm not too worried about it. So yeah, I don't know why I closed that. Let's look at when did our units lost is a good way to tell. When did the battle happen? 11, 12. Okay, so 11 minutes is when you were ready to go. Nick has been pushing out at like 9.5 minutes because it seems like a quick Colossus will be done at 10.5 minutes, and a quick Psystorm. Let's see when he finished his Psystorm. I don't know. He got Psystorm super early. I think it was like done at 8 minutes. Yeah, his Psystorm was done even before Nick would have pushed out, so I guess going earlier wouldn't be a valid way to deal with this, because he's finishing Charge and Psystorm right now. What you really need to do is kill him before those 2 researches finish, because he spent his entire economy on getting that tech, and he has no army at all. So if you'd hit him before that tech came, he would be dead. But I don't know how you would have scouted other than a scan. I mean, I usually scan at 6 minutes, but would you have seen this if you scanned at 6 minutes? Yeah, he didn't have the, I mean, you would have seen the quick charge research. You might have seen the Templar archives. So yeah, get a good 6-minute scan, and if he's teching too hard to something, like if you see a Colossus Bay or a Twilight Council, then you can just go kill him. And that's, I mean, I don't know if I would risk giving that as advice. It's hard to tell, man, hard to tell. Because, for example, he can, if you hit him right now, he's got this, and he could probably cut your force in half, then kill the top half with Zealots, and then fall back. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know. But especially once you have a siege tank to prevent that from happening. You just siege up right here and come up the ramp and target the stupid sentry. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be possible for you to just kill him before the tech is completed. And once he has the tech, I mean, obviously the counter to charge lots and Psystorm is to use SCVs properly to funnel his Zealots away from your Marines, and then spread your Marines out enough that you can just wrap in and kill everything. But even that's kind of risky, because Zealots with, what's this called, Guardian Shield, and Psystorm backing them up are really hard to kill.